Ladies and gentlemen, the Outhouse dragster, and last I left off, I finished it off. And last I left off, after I airbrushed the basically two colors on it, and we'll get back to the airbrush in just a moment. One thing I did do is after I got the basic colors on, I airbrushed all the shadows, which is kind of hard to see. Put lots of washes, lots of brown washes, and a brown with more black wash on the metallic gray. I didn't want I like to call it show chrome, where it's real shiny. I didn't really want that. I wanted to keep the color motif, if you will, on the dragster. Again, it's a dark muted color, so it's hard to see the I want to say different shades, especially without the lighting on it. On the inside, and you have to excuse my Harbor Freight flashlight here. You might be able to see the inside, hopefully, maybe, briefly. I painted the TP, painted the seat, if I can. And for the interior itself, I just added a lot of washes, a lot of brown, a lot of red brown. Again, it's and it's one of those you may have to really wouldn't need to see in person. It's just one of those things that especially the way I paint models, and it's more of a in person. You know, you see a lot of the more things that you would not see on camera. Painted the upper deck, again, basically a metallic silver, lots of washes, and then went in with a dry brush, and I dry brushed silver, best way to explain it, all over, just give it a different another tone to it. And I dry brushed the wood grain on there. And then if you can see real closely, I couldn't tell which one was up, and so I had to take me a little etching tool and scratch me an arrow going pointing up, so I know which way is faced up, so I can put it on there. But anyway, very fun, very fun. And for the tires, and I went ahead and left the pneumatic. It was going to be a little more. If I painted on the rubber, it's going to start getting tacky. So I took a tire color, best whatever comes in the little paint kit, and I airbrushed a different, basically a tire color on top of the rubber, and it's not tacky or nothing since it's acrylic, and they look good and worn, and it stays with the motif of the outhouse. Anyway, very, very fun kit, and it was a little bit of scratch building, a little bit of kit bashing, and took an existing kit to make the outhouse, and that was just very, very fun. Airbrushing. I airbrushed this entire model with the battery powered airbrush. Battery power airbrush. It did really well. It made all the it did the shading really well. Laid down basic colors. I only have one complaint with the battery, and you might be able to see it. Wants to be a little loose, and it fits real good. I just got to figure out how to put it needs like a seal or something, just to make it where it's not loose. That's the only thing. It works fine, and I don't know if this is me, or the cheap one that I bought, or is this on all models, where they're all loose like that? I don't know. But that's the only really drawback that I see. I'm going to try to fix that in the next couple of models I build, because I am going to change the gravity feed, and because again, I like cheaper brushes. This is Harbor Freight's siphon. I want to put the siphon on the battery one, and I think that'll work out just fine. One thing about the battery airbrush, it's just it has a good feel, but it feels like it's a little heavy because you're so used to the lightweight with the hose, and you got the battery. You know, it's kind of a, I don't know, kind of like that. But I do like the battery one for the mobility. I mean, I can, you know, really get up on it. But anyway, I got to fix the little where it's loose there. But other than that, it performed really, really well. And it even died on me while I was shading. And I wanted that to happen because I want to know how long the battery lasts. And it lasts a long, long time, even after you charged it. So anyway, there was that. So I finished up the Outhouse trike dragster. And we got to figure out what to do next. And I'm leaning toward something, but I'm acquiring the kits, and I want to see if I know it can be done, but I want to make sure done, and not, you know, I want to make sure it clicks. I want to do that pick 'em up truck. So anyway, that's we'll talk about that one in the next video. But anyway, that's what I got going on today, ladies and gentlemen. Finished up the Outhouse trike dragster, and hopefully we'll start something else very, very soon. But anyway, that's what I got going on today. Stay tuned for the next exciting episode.